Hey, what's up, everybody? Rylan from Land Insights here, and today I'll be going over a new feature release. And that feature release is the Deep AI Analysis and Research tool. So, this is a tool I'm really excited about, a tool I've been using a lot in my land business. We're using this all day, getting additional information that we can't get at a lot of places. So, I'll be going over how to use this tool today and basically the significance of this tool. So, let's say this landowner reached out to you and they wanted to sell their property and you wanted to do some research on it. You want to do some due diligence. So, in all subscriptions and Land Insights, we have the ability to utilize our due diligence dashboard, which is nice. It's been around a long time. But we have further information that we can get you inside the Pro subscription, specifically within the comping tool. So if you're on a Pro plan or you're on a starter plan, you also have like limited access to this on the starter plan. But if you're on the Pro plan, you have unlimited access to this. Um, I'd recommend, and this is what I do in my business, is I'll click on the property and I'll just instantly go to the comp property section. And if you guys have used this in the past, you know the significance of this tool. We're using it all day. This is where we are actively comping our deals both quickly and in-depthly. So we have two different processes. We have a quick comp when maybe we don't have a secure deal yet, and then we have our big comp when a deal's on the line. We're about to make a finalized offer. So as you guys can see, like we have all of the comps. So we have the sold comps that we can look at. We have our for sale comps in blue, and we can obviously go and look at these and see what comparable properties sold for within that acreage that's specifically land. But a new tool we recently released was the Deep AI Analysis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this and I'm going to pay 20 credits and we're going to initiate the analysis. And what this is doing is it's analyzing the property itself. It's analyzing stuff going on around the area, and it's giving you a ton of information, honestly, more than you need. But this is a lot of information you can use to come up with that comp on your deal. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it. It takes a few seconds to analyze and give you the report. And honestly, in this time, you can go comp your deal. You can go mark your comps. If you like this price per acre, you can select it, and it's going to auto-populate your manual comp value. You can go select more and more and figure out, you know, what you think this property is worth. You can take notes. You can also look at comps on a table. You can select comps that way. And there's all that information from the due diligence dashboard. This guy bought it for $30,000 5 years ago. And we can take notes right here. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and pause and come back when we get this report. Okay, so our deep AI analysis report is now complete. And as you can see, it's very in-depth, but we make it in-depth because we want to give you as much information as possible. So what you can see here is, according to the assessor records, the property is unzoned, usually meaning it's vacant land. And then we also have the land use code, which is 8,000, and it breaks down what that code is. So which typically denotes vacant or agricultural land. There are no existing houses or formal improvements. Okay, tells us what the average slope of the property is. Tells us there's 683 feet of road frontage, and this makes it a potential subdivide opportunity, maybe a minor subdivide, or sorry, minor development. You might have to go through the platting process since this is under 20 acres, but you have a decent amount of road frontage. Maybe you could do one split from my opinion. So you could possibly do one split, maybe three if you really want to, or if you want to build a road, you can do even more than that. Of course, you have to go through platting approvals to get that. Let's go back up here. We have information on road access. Okay, best road is the road access we have here. No evidence of it being landlocked. We don't see any utility lines from the satellite imagery. So it went ahead and looked at the satellite imagery, and it couldn't find any evidence that there are power lines. Looks like I may see some over here, but it's unclear on Best Road here if there are power lines. So you'd want to go on the Google Maps Street View, which you can get to down here just to confirm that. Yeah, so you can go on Google Maps and go look at the street view to go confirm that. But from the satellite image, it couldn't make any decisions based on that. Minimal wetlands, as you can see here, only 2%. No flood zone seen on this property. Talking about the surrounding area, mostly ag fields, woodland, rural residential development. Now it talks about the development potential. So it says this is highly developable for houses. And yeah, it talks about flood zones. It talks about the slope, wetlands. Says it's well suited for residential construction, hobby farming, horse property, even light subdividing. So kind of nailed it on that. That's kind of what I brought up is maybe you do like a slight subdivision or like you just build a residential house on it. So you can use that information to help figure out what your buyer is on this. I don't think it's going to be any commercial development. It's just going to be rural or like slightly ag development going on. Talks about nearby amenities. So we've got a Walgreens 3.2 miles away. You got Food Lion 3 miles away. Talks about retail center, shopping centers going on. This is one of my favorites right here is major interesting places within 2 hours away. So Raleigh, North Carolina, it's a very big metro in North Carolina, and it's a growing area. It's approximately 60 miles away, so you may have some of these people who live in this city interested in buying a rural piece of land within 60 miles away. Maybe they want to commute it, or maybe they just want to get away and do some more ag living out there. And there's a ton of other information, healthcare, school, education, recreational activities to do, transportation. We're close to Route 70. Area demographics. And we've got future surrounding development. As of the latest available information, there's no major development projects going on. So as you can see, we're in rural North Carolina. There's not a whole lot going on. We got a couple towns nearby, but as you can see, the cities nearby, it's going to be Raleigh up here, and then we've got Wilmington down south. So yeah, it's a rural area, and obviously our analysis does not want to tell you this is a commercial vertical development. No, this is an ag piece of land. So this is that tool. This is what we use consistently in our business. We pair this with the comping tool, and we're very confident on our comps with that pairing. So super excited to bring it to you guys and enjoy the product.